Good evening, everybody. This is Steve Wilson. I'm so glad to have you here. We have some incredible information to share with you, and I am going to go through it very, very quickly so that we can get through this. If you have any questions, please feel free to enter them in the chat. We will be monitoring that and make sure that we get all of those answered before we sign off tonight. But with that, we're going to talk about a lot about Tim Sales and what he's doing. But as an introduction, my name is Steve Wilson. I have, for the last several years, I've been involved in the internet marketing space and consulting with companies on how to take products to market. And you're going to hear a lot about my personal story tonight, but more important than that is the story of the gentleman who's created this, and that's Tim Sales. If you don't know Tim, I'm going to give you a little quick background. Tim grew up in a small town in Tennessee, went from high school straight into the Navy, where he served for 11 years. As a SEAL and in the EOD unit, which is an elite group of SEALs. It's their underwater bomb squad, and he actually trained other underwater bomb specialists. And it was that experience that made him so successful later on, that ability to take a complex subject, break it down into simple, doable steps, train it, repeat it, and really be able to do incredible things with that. He got involved in MLM after he got out of the Navy. He knew he wanted to be in business, didn't have a lot of cash, got involved in the MLM, worked for 2 years part-time and then 3 years full-time, and generated $150,000 a month in income with that. He then went into semi-retirement and is now re-engaging, and there's an important reason for that you're going to learn. In 5 years, his business produced $25 million in annual sales and was spread over 13 countries. Today, it's in over 30 countries, even though he wasn't there doing that, and as I said previously, he generated $150,000 per month in personal revenue. So he had tremendous success in that industry and turned it into a multi-million-dollar business for himself. Then he created Brilliant Compensation, and this became the premier explanation of network marketing and the business model of network marketing. It's been viewed by this video, which is an online video through a service, has been viewed over 44 million times. An incredible feat by any video, but this really did become the premier explanation. And a big part of that is because it's a no-hype approach. It really talks to what the business model is and why it's effective. And Tim enlisted the help of Dr. Charles King, a Harvard PhD and professor at the University of Illinois in Chicago, to help him with that and bring his business acumen and credibility to that video. So he completely revolutionized how people viewed network marketing and took it to a whole nother level of professionalism. Then he turned around and realized, there's just not a lot of good training in the industry. He created a number of training tools, and most famous is Professional Inviter, where he breaks down the entire process. And then he had Professional Presenter, Daily Tracker, created a company called First Class MLM Tools, which became $1 million a year business as well. Tim is probably the most trusted expert in the network marketing industry because of his no-nonsense approach and no hype. He's consulted for over 200 different MLM companies. He was interviewed by Larry King, as you can see there in that picture, and explained the model. He's the most trusted and recognized and respected authority on the MLM industry. He's been offered millions of dollars to put his name on companies. When I say million, I'm saying some of these were 8-figure offers. And he has never taken a dime. There was no company that met all of the criteria and was worthy of his endorsement. Well, Tim's about to launch his next venture. And in his words, this will be the biggest thing that he's ever done before by far. He's literally going to revolutionize the weight loss industry, the nutrition supplement industry, and the MLM industry again. And you get to be a part of creating it before anyone else has even heard about it. So that's the beauty of this timing, is we're hearing about it before it's even launched. So let me go backwards and tell you how this all happened. Tim was one of these elite athletes. Having been a SEAL, and he was very, very active. He'd be on his bicycle and all this. I used to joke with his business manager that, if you can keep him alive, because he's one of these guys that'd be on a bicycle and zigzagging out of traffic in LA. Well, he gained some weight. And for the first time in his life, he really struggled to lose it. And you can see in this picture, I've known Tim for about 14 years, hadn't talked to him for 4 years prior to a friend of mine asking me about him. And if I had run into him and he looked like that, I'm not sure I would have recognized him. This is not the Tim Sales I knew. And how he explains it is that the habits of his lifetime had come home to roost. And so he went on a quest to figure out why people gain weight, what he had done wrong, and why he was having trouble losing it. And then he took what he learned and he applied it to himself first. And this is a classic thing with Tim, is that he takes an idea, he proves it out with himself first, and then invites others to take a look. And so his results were pretty astounding. He lost 28 pounds in 60 days. And just look at that picture on the left. Tim likes to say that on the far left there, that's his mama boy look. And on the right-hand side, you can see that's the chiseled look, the Tim that we know. The confidence level in those eyes, unbelievably different. In his quest, he discovered that there were 13 vital elements that create weight gain. And to his amazement, 9 of those are not used by the diet industries. 9 out of the 13 were not used by the diet industry. So he decided to create the most comprehensive and effective weight loss and health program ever created, and that's exactly what he's done. And then he went about to prove that that was exactly true. He started by running a Facebook ad for 1 week and put together a group of 26 men, of which I was one. And I didn't see the ad on Facebook. Actually, a friend of mine sent me an email and said, I actually had 2 friends that had contacted me. And the one said, hey, do you know this guy and can I trust him? And I said, you can absolutely trust him. Why are you asking? And so he sent me a link and I watched a video on this. The picture you're looking at is actually from that video. So he took those 26 men, all aged 40 to 70, put them on a protocol that he developed, the same program he went through, and then he provided the education from all the information he had gathered on weekly webinars. And we sat through that and learned. And I will tell you, it was that education that transformed my life. So 26 total participants. What were the results? 100% of the people who participated lost weight. Right there, folks, we shatter everything else out there. 100% of the people lost weight. The average weight loss was 28 pounds in 60 days. The average over 26 guys, and some of these guys only had 12 to 15 pounds to lose, we still averaged 28 pounds in 60 days and did all of this without exercise. The only thing that was permitted was 30 minutes of walking every day. And I'll tell you that you didn't even have to do that because I tore my calf muscle the second day into the program playing with my boys, and I was on crutches for about 6 to 7 weeks of the 8 weeks that we were on the program. So I can tell you that exercise is, I couldn't do exercise. I couldn't do anything. So let me show you a couple of the success stories. I could show you all 26 of these guys. I've just picked out some of them that I thought were particularly useful. Donnie Crisp out of Texas. What I love about Donnie, he's 47 years old. He's a professional real estate inspector, but his initial goal was he would just be so happy if he could lose 20 pounds. In 60 days, he actually lost 35 pounds, almost doubling what his initial goal was. And then at the 120-day mark, he had lost 55 pounds. And he told me, Steve, this is the first time in my life I've had abs. I look better at 47 than I did at 27. Stephen Powell out of California is a real estate broker and a professional coach, 42 years old. Didn't like how he looked, didn't like how he felt. That affected his business. He got on the program, went to work, and lost 53 pounds, 14 inches from his waist alone. I struggled with weight for over 20 years. I've tried all the popular diets and even some fads that were actually dangerous to my health. I will never be heavy again thanks to what I learned with 3X. I didn't just try something, I became something. Folks, that's the difference between a manipulative technique to get you to lose some weight and actually getting the education so that you we don't lose weight where you can go and find it. You get rid of weight so it's gone forever. Michael Ranger is a business owner, has a heating and air conditioning business in North Carolina. 43 years old. Look at the difference And no, he's never been in the military. That was one of the first questions I asked him is what branch of the military were you in? He was never in there. He lost 33 pounds in 60 days. Look at that transformation. How do you think he feels? Tony Williamson out of Tennessee, very, very good friend of mine, age 61. Tony and I met through the program. We were in this group together. And you can see there's Tony. He's got a little pot gut. But look at these after pictures. Look at this. Look at his face. And I love this one over here, over on the, look here at this neck. I mean, some guys say, oh yeah, you're sucking your gut in. Well, you can't suck that neck in, folks. I mean, look at the difference in this and in the arms, just how toned he is. An amazing 31 pounds that he's lost total. He lost like 16 pounds in the first 60 days, lost 31 pounds total, and he feels stronger than he has in years and years and years. Here's a boyfriend-girlfriend team, Jennifer Kowalski and Chris Kunkel, great people. And look at what they've done. There's that center picture where they started. Boom. Chris has lost 33 pounds in 7 weeks. Jennifer lost 34 pounds in 8 weeks. And now they live this active, healthy, happy lifestyle, feel better than they have in years. Complete transformation, and couldn't be nicer people as well. This is a great story. It's a family that decided to do it. Started with the father there, Mike Salmon on the right, and then his wife, Louise, in the middle, and his daughter, Sharon, decided to jump in. Sharon's 40 years old. She's an artist, actually teaches art. Mike Salmon has a background as a CFO and accountant, 64 years old, and his wife, a registered nurse, and is now an assistant professor and that teaches nursing at one of the most highly rated nursing schools. So for her, it was always embarrassing to have that extra weight. Well, what happened? They got on the program, and they just smashed it. Sharon Salmon has lost 47 pounds. Mike's lost 37 pounds, and Louise is 61 pounds and continues to lose. Together, as of today, they've lost 145 pounds, all three of them. This works for absolutely everybody who applies it. John Lindsay is our biggest loser so far, 58 years old in telecommunications. And, you know, one of the things I think that's interesting is sometimes you wonder, well, would this guy get hurt and just put a whole lot of weight on and lose a whole lot? No. John's suffered with weight issues for a long time. There he is in May of 2009. There he is January of 2014 at a party. And you can see that John's not looking great. John got on the program, and today, unbelievable transformation. He's lost 115 pounds as of this week. And he told me, Steve, a year ago, if we had met, I could tell you the color of your shoes, but would have no idea what color your eyes were. Couldn't look people in the face. Today, I don't even notice the shoes. I'm looking people in the face, finally feeling proud again about who I am. Completely transformed his life. And folks, you don't need 100 pounds to lose or 50 pounds to lose. If you just want to be super fit and really feel the best you can about yourself, well, take a look at this. This is Molly Wilson. This is my wife. She's 41 years old. She's a dance fitness instructor. This is a gal who works out a lot. And she looked good. She felt good. She looked great in clothes. She decided to go in the program after she saw the results I got, wanted to actually experience it. And in 8 weeks, she lost 11 pounds. But look at the transformation. She can't stop talking about it. 3X is the answer she's looked for her entire life. No more yo-yo results, no more confusion. And she says, I love the results, and so do my friends. Absolutely stunning transformation. After those first groups, we decided that was a beta group of men and women. Then we decided to do a second group of men just to make sure everything worked. We took Tim out of the equation. We said, okay, can we take the same information that you gave us, give them the recorded version of it, take them through the same process with all the same support mechanisms, and can they get the same kind of results? So we had 30 total participants. Again, 100% of the people involved lost weight. Average weight loss was 30 pounds in 60 days. So the Beta Team 2 group actually did better than we originally did in the Beta Team 1. So that proved to us that this is something that would duplicate, that it could be replicated over and over and over again, and that we could get results every single time. And this is one of my favorite guys. His name's Jared Williams. You'll never meet a nicer guy. Served in the military and the Marines. Very successful business guy, and he's a grandfather. There are his before pictures. 60 days later, this is what he looked like. I mean, the guy is an absolute machine. And all of us, when we become grandfathers, should look that good. Just incredible. So the bottom line is 3X works. In fact, in a clinical study, they took two different groups. They put one group just on the eating program. The other group, they put them on the 3X nutritionals, and the results were stunning. The people on the nutritionals lost 3 times more than diet alone. 3 times more than diet alone. That's, by the way, how we got the name 3xFatLoss, 3 times the results of diet alone. And there is a reason for that. This is not just a diet. There's tons of diets out there that try to manipulate your body to get you temporary results. This is an education, and it's all about ultimate health, so that you feel your best. You have that energy. You have that vitality, and you never have to fight weight again. That you can get rid of it once and for all, forever, and make fighting it a thing of the past. Let me ask, what would it be worth to you or to those you love to never have to fight weight again? Do you know people who have lost weight, regained it? They struggle with it. They're constantly in that yo-yo. I can't wait for someone to get us in touch with Oprah, because I've seen the pain and anguish that she's gone through and what we'd be able to do to finally alleviate that forever. So this is a 5-phase approach. Phase 1, we lose the weight. Phase 2, you're going to work on your core and joint strength. So often what happens is people lose weight and then they're like, okay, now what? And they go back to old habits. Or they don't know what to do next. Well, we want you to continually improve. We want you to be better 5 years from now than you are today. Imagine that instead of getting worse, which most of us are just kind of resigned to, that you actually get better. So phase 2 is core and joint strength. Phase 3, you add muscle. Phase 4, we add endurance. And phase 5, for those who are interested, is when you actually get invited to be part of the elite group. And this is by invitation only, and there's all kinds of great stuff there. But folks, this is so genius of Tim to say, hey, when someone's done, you don't want them to remain stagnant. You want them to even get better. And so he put out these phases, and I got really excited about it. I'm currently at the end of phase 2, and it's been just an incredible ride. Very quickly, I want to talk to you about the business piece of this, the market size, the 3X advantage, what we're going to do to revolutionize the MLM industry, the product partner that we use, and the compensation. I'm not going to get into a lot of detail on any of this, but I certainly want you to understand timing. So the market size, weight loss is giant. I don't have to tell you, I could throw all kinds of graphs up here and show you what the trend has been. I can show you the number of people that are getting diabetes, they're getting all kinds of chronic disease, and that weight is a giant indicator. In fact, weight is the first symptom of some kind of a disease state. If you're holding excess weight, that's something more serious going on than just cosmetic. You want to make sure that you resolve that. Most solutions out there in the marketplace involve poor dietary practices, manipulating the body instead of healing it. They're not about real health. They're about eating out of a box or manipulating the body instead of healing it. And they have horrible success rates. You can put us against anything out there and we crush it. Whether you're talking about the big national brands of Nutrisystem and Weight Watchers and Jenny Craig, or some of the fad stuff that's going on, or the injections of hormones and all this other garbage that's out there, and we will absolutely crush their results. And more importantly, you look a year down the road, 2 years down the road, our people, because of the education, they won't be fighting it over and over again. 3X fixes all of that with world-class education and an optimal health approach and lasting results. We're going to revolutionize the MLM industry. Again, that's one of Tim's goals, by taking it back to its roots. MLM works best, or network marketing, whichever you happen to know it by, multi-level marketing or network marketing, works best when somebody has a great experience and then they want to share and talk about that experience. If you lose weight, if you lose 20 pounds, how hard is it to talk to people about that? How hard is it when people see you and they go, what are you doing? That's what we want. We want people to get real results. We want to be very customer focused, not just talking about all kinds of money you can make, but actually talking about what's going to happen for the customer, the person who uses our program. We are focused on getting them results. We create walking billboards, people that go out there and they can't help but get talked to, and that makes word of mouth simple and compelling. And it promotes true health and full education, not just selective. We're not just saying, hey, do this because that's what we're involved in. We're giving them the real health so that they get a full understanding and they can beat this thing once and for all. The other way that Tim's revolutionizing MLM is he's combining affiliate marketing, which is when you would refer somebody and get a one-time commission. So if you were an affiliate for Amazon.com or something like that, and someone went over there and bought and they give you a commission. And then network marketing gives you a residual income from everything gets purchased over and over and over again. Tim has put the two of those together in an ingenious way. And what that does, it creates a lot more income up front. And that gives you a way to really fund marketing efforts. So you can truly market, really do traditional kinds of marketing where you can drive large numbers of people and not have to rely just on everybody that you personally know. Not that there's anything wrong with that group as well, but you want to be able to expand beyond that and do that very well. This model allows us to do that. And that's what I've been doing for the last, 7, 8, 9 years. That's what, that was part of what really attracted me to this model. For their product partner, they have chosen RX International. RX is a network marketing company headquartered out of Utah, and they are doing things incredibly different. And you know that in part because it's the first time Tim has ever made a move to another company. He started with one company. He's with them his entire career, and despite being offered millions of dollars, multiple millions of dollars, multiple times, he's never made a move. And when RX approached him, he didn't take any money. He didn't take a deal. He said, here's the kinds of things I think that needs to happen in the industry, and they did it. They're the first company to provide 100% organic, GMO-free nutritional products, and I know that because they're working with the GMO group that certifies that and showing them how to certify and getting all of that done. So they'll be the first company ever to be able to brag about that. The first and only company to have a distributor bill of rights, a true partnership with distributors. So to give you an idea, most companies, if you sign up, there's an agreement. They are allowed to change that agreement anytime they want, and you're stuck with it. One of the things RX said is, hey, that's not fair. From now on, if we make a change, you can either choose to accept that change or keep the original agreement that you came in with. Why? Because that makes sure that every time they make a change, it's better, that they're providing more value, that it's a better deal for us as distributors. That's just one of many of the things they've done in that Bill of Rights. I can just tell you this, folks. You're tired of companies that can just terminate somebody for no reason or some made-up, trumped-up reason? Not going to happen here. Worried about a company just getting rid of the field and going doing the other thing, their own thing? Can't do it here. These guys recognize that their business is built around distributors, and they've built that business for that. They love this industry, and that's a big difference. They're not doing it because it's just a great financial model. They're doing it because they love the industry. They love what it does for people's lives, and they're truly partnering with them. And this Bill of Rights is going to revolutionize the industry, and it's going to be what other companies have to measure themselves by. Well, when Tim took a look, he said, these are the things I require out of a company. It must go long term. Products must sell outside of the network, meaning it can't just be people who are involved in the business who buy the products. Otherwise, you really don't have a business. Company will grow and continue to grow so that they're going to continually expand and have a model that would allow that to happen. He has to be paid well for his production and the training, and there must be training so you can produce successful reps. Now, those are in the order of importance. So the number one thing must go long term. He said RX is built for that. That's their only objective. These guys are not in and out guys. These guys want to build a legacy, and that's what they're doing here. Products must sell outside the network. These are real products that people want. Folks, how many people do you know that would like to lose weight and would be willing to pay anything to get that out of their life so they never have to worry about weight again? That's the solution we offer. And the company's going to continue to grow. And you have to be well paid, which brings us to the compensation plan. Well, first we have the affiliate, that's the upfront, and then the residual, the back end. To understand that, you have to kind of understand what the options are from a customer perspective. When we launch, we're right now in a pre-launch. We're giving away the education for free right now. But when we launch, coming up sometime in mid to late December, you will be able to have the option of just buying the education. If you buy just that education, and that'll be one option. Or you can buy the education and the nutritionals. That's where the 3X comes in, getting 3 times the results. Or you can get the education, nutritionals, and coaching and mentoring. That's the experience I went through with a group where you're getting the coaching and the weekly help and the mentoring and all the answers, and you get to hear the other guys and what they're doing and be inspired by that. Every time someone picks one of those 3 options, you'll notice all 3 of those options have education. Anytime people buy the education, you earn $50 or more for every person who purchases that. That's part of the affiliate income. That helps to fund your marketing and generates immediate income. So if let's say that you were doing some kind of marketing and it cost you $5 to convert one customer and you made 50, how many times would you trade 5 for 50? Or let's say it was 25. How many times would you spend $25 to make 50? As often as you could, as fast as you could. That's what's great about this, is it provides real income and great value for the customer. Residual income, you earn the affiliate income plus you earn commissions on all your products purchased by your customers and the customers from your team. So on the back end, the network marketing piece of it, that's where the residual income happens. You don't have to do that. You could just do affiliate income if you want. But for most of us, we see the value of having both. You'll earn, not only do you get the affiliate income, but you're also going to earn on everything that's purchased, not just by your customers, but when they refer people and they refer people and you have other team members who are referring people, all of that is in your organization. That's when you get paid on all of it. So Tim said there's 4 things he has to have in a compensation plan: retention and retail, meaning somebody gets involved, they got to be able to make some money and stay involved, get their product for free as quickly as possible. These guys had it. Boom, no problem. You have to be able to generate a full-time income and do that quickly. And then I need retirement income. So I want to be able to earn a full-time income so that I don't have to have another job. And then I want to be able to step away from it like he did after 5 years and have that income keep coming in month after month after month, whether you're working or you're on a beach somewhere. That's true, the true power of what residual income offers. A lot of people, if you've been in the industry before, if you've never been in network marketing or multi-level marketing, do not concern yourself with this. But if you have been, I get asked all the time, what kind of a pay plan is this? And the answer is, it's different than anything you've ever seen. It looks similar to things just because of people there and it's structured, but it's completely different. And if you look at this, a unilevel, if you know what that term means, you can go as wide as you want, but you're limited in how deep you can get paid. In a binary, it's the opposite. You only have 2 legs, but you can go as deep, you get paid as deep as you can go in those. So that's unlimited. And a matrix, it limits you on both. So you have a certain number wide and a certain number deep, and that's it. This is a multi-line plan, and it's ingenious what they've done. Dr. Fred Cooper, who's consulted with scores of network marketing companies on their compensation plan, he created this, and it's the first and only compensation plan that has both unlimited width and unlimited depth. And he backs it up by offering a cash guarantees, put it out there for 3 years. You show us a compensation plan that pays more, and we'll pay you, I believe it's $10,000, not a single solitary taker in the entire industry. Why? Because this guy knows the math, and he's created the most lucrative compensation plan ever. And that's exactly what Tim's assessment was. And here's what he said. RX pays up to 35% more money than any other compensation plan I've seen. So I'm going to get paid well for my efforts. Right now we're in a pre-launch. If you understand business, you understand that if you can get involved early, it can make a giant difference. But we have kind of the best of both worlds here. We have a 3xFatLoss program that's going to be brand new to the world. No one's ever heard of it, but we're backed by a company that's already doing nearly $100 million a year in revenue. So we know that they're stable, they're solid, and they're doing incredible things. Although I have to tell you, they are nothing in the U.S. They are brand new, baby new, but they won't be for long, folks, because 3xFatLoss is going to rip through the country, and we're going to have incredible results. Right now, we're giving away the education. You just buy the products. We give you the education for free. And if you go through the program, you get to be among the first to promote it. So one of the advantages you have right now is that you're in a position where you can get involved. Everybody that becomes part of that team is going to be in your group, and you get to be the first one once we pull the trigger to really go out and scream from the rooftops or join us in the marketing and get this thing rolling. And because of that, you're going to get access to some of the greatest training in the industry, including hands-on training from Tim Sales himself. You'll get it from Tony Williamson, from me, other great leaders who know how to do this and that they've done it before. And we can't wait to see what you can do with this. So right now, your options are very simple. You can lose weight. And that may be, you may just say, hey, all I want to do is lose some weight right now. The business thing sounds like it might be okay, but really I just want to know that it works. Great. Get involved, get in the program, lose the weight, become a walking billboard, and see if you can't help yourself from talking to everybody you know and sharing what you've learned. You can position yourself in the business, maximize your timing advantage, get involved right now. There's some great reasons to do that. I'm not going to go into all those, but if you want to know, simply talk to the person who invited you or give me a call, and I'd be happy to explain to you the advantages of that. And you get to share the gift of great health with others. Folks, I can attest to you that this absolutely 100% works. Here's a picture of me in January of last year. We're about to have a little dinner party, as you can see in the back. And there I was, embarrassingly fat. I tried to lose weight 3 times last year. In fact, I went through the entire holidays, didn't cheat a single solitary time, went all the way through Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's, and never cheated once. I lost a little weight in the first week, never could lose any weight after that. That's what I looked like after having lost some weight. Got on the Tim's program, almost didn't do it. Almost said, I've tried 3 times in the past year. I think I've screwed up my body. I don't think I can lose it. I may have to do something really crazy and extreme. And Tim said, Steve, this is going to work for you. I know it. I've seen it. Give it a shot. So I did. Ladies and gentlemen, there I am 60 days later. Down 34 pounds. Today I'm down 45 pounds. I've got my swagger back. I feel incredible. And because of phase 2, I'm stronger today than I was when I graduated high school. Unbelievable what this program does and what it can do for you and the people you love. All you have to do is get back to the person who invited you to take a look, get your questions answered, and get started.